2,500 years ago, Socrates pioneered the use of reasoning to solve complex problems. That's because the Greece of his time was changing rapidly, and not just Greece, but also India and China and other parts of the world. Socrates cultivated individual wisdom, but the world has now become too complex for any single person to solve, however brilliant. We too are living in a time of immense change and much more complexity than that of Socrates' Greece. And therefore, we believe that we need a midwife of collective wisdom, a Socratus, that can help humanity address the great challenges of our time. Socrates was the famous Greek philosopher who claimed that he didn't know anything, but he was the midwife of wisdom. So, meaning that by talking to him, wisdom arose in the person that he was talking to. So, Socratus, the idea is that the problems of the world now are very, very complex, very wicked. They cannot be solved by individuals. They can only be addressed by collectives. So Socrates' hypothesis is that we can help evoke them. We believe that wicked problems can only be solved by wicked minds. People who recognize that there are moral challenges, material resources that have to be mobilized, and ultimately everything has to be brought together in a politically viable solution. We are experimenting with a four-step solution, starting with the creation of a common space in which all participants can see each other's perspectives. The second step is to align so that we respect each other's perspectives even if we don't agree with them. The third step is to prototype and design a solution for a way forward. And the final step is to commit to actions that can then be tested in the field and whose data can inform the next round of prototyping and design. Socrates is pioneering a method of unlocking individual wisdom using public reasoning and universal compassion, and unlocking collective wisdom through the use of data, design, and visceral experiences. Our first prototype of the Socratic method was a workshop on farmers' income in Goa from July 31st to August 3rd. The workshop brought together some of the most prominent bureaucrats, academics, activists, and others who are deeply concerned with the sustainability of farming in India. To our pleasant surprise, we found that background design and the use of the Socratic method helped align the participants who are often from very different perspectives and political persuasions to achieve alignment throughout the workshop. Several collaborative projects came out of this workshop, including the establishment of a farmers' registry. A 100-day plan was created for each one of those projects, and Socrates takes the responsibility for making sure that these commitments are followed through and documented. Even this first experiment gives us enormous hope and energy that the Socratic method can help address some of the deepest challenges that India faces today.
It's the human mind that has not kept pace. So that's the core proposition of Socrates, that we can create the human mind that is commensurate with the wickedness of the world.